AJ got it.
Yeah,
Right off the bat. So, hey, dude. Okay, cool. Oh, it says waiting for signal. From my experience, it's still recording.
Yeah, it's still recording.
Yeah, there we are. Probably a little loud.
Still a little loud, yeah.
Sound like that? All right, cool. Hey, guys, hanging out. Fumble. We're hanging out in the studio.
Yeah.
Doing some tweaks to a few Passion Remains songs. And on our mine and Duane's other band, Four Skulls, we got a new song wrote.
Yeah.
That is all internet tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What's up
weird.
with
I don't know.
that? Look over.
Yeah, we're fine. So anyway, we're just hanging out, doing recording, introducing AJ, Alvin's Yingling.
Alvin Jr.?
Alvin AJ Jr.
And from Colorado.
In from Colorado.
All the way. From
Colorado.
Wow.
I hope that works out. Have you been through a winter up there yet?
Yeah.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That snow and August stuff sucks.
You know, the one thing I'll say is snow there is not too bad because it's dry. It's a little powder
And
rather
it's
than
flat.
the slush.
That's flat.
And it's slush, and it's flat where I live.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's fair.
Yeah, that's the way Denver is too. I've been out there in August and it snowed like a day, and I'm like, shit, it's August. But
It
it's
does.
flat. It's not hard to get around. But
And they salt.
anytime I go out to Denver, I don't rent a car. I fly into Denver airport,
Yeah.
and you take a train. The train takes you all the way in close.
To your hotel?
Well, close.
Close.
You get off that, you walk for 5 minutes, and then there's 16th Street. There's
Yeah.
they go all the time, and it's free. You just get on them. You get off when you want to go.
Cool.
It's continuous. They call it the mall, whatever. But it's downtown Denver, and you just back and forth. So you just hop on and say, oh, hey, there's my hotel. Okay, I'm jumping off. Doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's really cool.
Yeah.
A lot of homeless there.
Oh, no.
Lots of homeless in Denver.
Wow.
I don't understand why. Why would you? It's cold. It gets cold. I know.
Gotta have
And
somewhere
we
to
got
go.
a lot of homeless here now.
We do.
I know.
Are they really homeless? Are they?
They're under the bridge, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Well, our illustrious singer Aaron Marshall Miller dealt with one a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You saw his Facebook post.
From what I've heard, he dealt with a few before, but we ain't going there.
Yeah, we've told that on here before. We've told that story on here before. So we're spinning some original tunes from our friends, because if you spin mainstream music, your audio will get cut. So we're spinning indie stuff.
Indie music.
These here, this is a band called Signal to Noise that we played with in Maine. Great group. They're since signed to somebody. But what is getting? Hey, we're signed
Oh, we signed?
to Radical Records.
Sound Company.
Radical Sound Records.
Radical
We're
Sound
signed.
Records. There we
So
go.
is Pat signed. Signed to.
We're both signed.
So we're both signed bands.
Yep.
Since our stuff is worldwide, we are international recording artists.
International.
What is the criteria? Is the music everywhere? So yes, we are international recording artists.
All right.
I've listened to it in Colorado, if that counts.
There you
There
go.
you go.
There you go. That's half a world away.
Half a world away. Yeah.
So anyway, we worked on some Remains stuff for album number 2.
Yep.
Number 2.
We're getting
Number
there.
2. We wrote a new Four Skulls song
That was Friday night.
Friday night.
Yep.
So making progress. We're down here in the studio. We're doing shit.
We're doing work.
Doing work.
And having fun.
Having a
Fun
good
is the
time.
biggest thing.
Fun.
We're
Good time.
fun.
Think of anything else I would do than sit in this little room down here that I built.
Yeah.
It's a pretty awesome room.
I'm glad you built this room.
I am too.
Yeah, me too.
It's pretty cool. What do you think of the room?
I like it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's really
Pretty
cool.
cool. Pretty cool.
Window there is a sliding glass door window.
Wow.
Two paint. I'll give you a tour. Alvin probably gave you a tour, but he don't know enough about it. I'll give you the real tour.
It has atmosphere.
True.
Yeah.
It does. And I picked the colors.
This room has a lot of memories.
Yep.
You picked the color and memory of me,
If
right?
you look, it's weird. If you look at it, it looks kind of red. But if you look at
It's
that,
actually
it looks
terracotta.
Terracotta. Oh, that's close to it.
I learned that from the wife. Terracotta.
Yeah.
It's terracotta. Have you heard the System of a Down
No.
terracotta pie? About a woman being on the rag. Terracotta pie. Yeah. So I don't want to studio with
Let's
that
not
song.
do that.
So yeah, we're hanging out. Let's just get to a little bit of NFL football. The Cowboys won. Boom, boom, Cowboys.
Yep.
I didn't think it was good. I didn't think it was good. I was standing up. I was like, oh, he missed it. I was like, oh, he made it. Cool. I didn't think it was good, but closer than I was.
They played better this last week. They really did.
Look at that Glory Man's house. Boo, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
What, is she a big guy?
No, it's like other teams.
Who?
Anybody except the Cowboys.
Nobody likes a winner. Nobody likes a winner. Five
Anybody
Super
but
Bowls.
the Cowboys.
Five Super Bowls. Boom. 5 Super Bowls.
That's
all I
good.
gotta say.
Anybody but the Cowboys.
So anyway, I don't have trivia or anything, but I do have the Mount Rushmore. We'll call this the Mount Rushmore debate. So, who is your Mount Rushmore of guitarists? If you're just gonna put them on Mount Rushmore, who are 4 top guitarists to put on Mount Rushmore?
My most influential guitarist.
Who you think should be up there? If Mount Rushmore was going to be guitarist, that's a bass player. If you're going to have a Mount Rushmore of guitarists, and you had a vote on who to put up there, who would they be?
The top 4.
Yep.
George Lynch, Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, and I'd say my 4th one would have to be Vito Bratta.
Very admirable.
I don't know. I just choose better.
To me, George Lynch was my hero back in the 80s.
He was good.
I mean, his style was so unique. But I mean, you had like Warren DeMartini, and you had all these other guys, Jakey Lee, that were really good. But to me, George stood out a little more. But Randy set the...
But George auditioned for a lot and got cut.
Right. And George even...
George is great, don't get me wrong.
But Eddie Van Halen got signed when they went to see George's band.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
They went to see George Lynch, you know that story.
But-
Gene Simmons went to see
but
George.
the whole thing
The
is...
Boys? Was that the band name?
Yeah.
The Boys?
Yeah. So the whole thing is like Randy Rhoads is like George. So they were off, and it's like Vito and it's like Eddie. These guys are often like, they're totally different when it comes to their styles and stuff, but they're so really good that most guitarists don't play that type of stylish style. You know what I'm saying? It's just different.
All those guys that you mentioned are in the same vein, though. They were 80s. That's where we grew up. You?
Well, Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads,
Yep.
Givens.
No brainer. Yeah.
Being that I love Kansas, I'm gonna have to say Kerry Livgren. And I don't know. John Sykes.
He's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you have a vote?
No,
You gonna pass?
I'm gonna pass.
Okay. All right, me. Eddie Van Halen's number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It'd have to be Alex Lifeson.
Number 2, Randy Rhoads. top 4 guitarists as a guitarist. I don't know if Alex is in there as a guitarist. You know, he's in my top band.
Yeah, because he helped make that band what they were.
He helped make that band what they were. But as a guitarist, was he there?
I don't know. That's up to you.
To me, he's top 10.
Yeah.
He's top 10, but top 4. So I go Eddie. I go Randy. 3. Let's see.
It's hard. It's a hard decision.
I like John Sykes.
Yeah.
I like John Sykes a lot.
She's saying.
I mean, do
Hendrix, Santana, Eddie. Too many to decide from.
Duane is so right. Oh, you big suck ass.
She's talking about football.
Oh, okay. Football.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
so
talking about football.
so I got 3 and 4 to pick.
Yeah.
As far as faves, who do I like to listen
It's not
to?
easy. It's not an easy choice.
Who do I like? Who do I like? I like Jerry Cantrell.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in my top 4. You know, I really like the
Red
Shredders.
Beach.
The Shredders.
Steve Vai.
Yeah.
Steve Vai's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's that black dude?
Tony McAlpin.
Tony McAlpin.
Tony McAlpin. Jesus. I mean, there's
Ingve.
Ingve, yeah, but he didn't have the songs. Ingve didn't have the songs. Steve Vai really didn't have the songs.
They did the right views to get them.
Right, Sykes did. I really like Warren DeMartini.
Yeah. He don't get the credit he deserves.
His vibrato, dude.
Yeah.
If you go back and listen to those songs, his vibrato is way different than anyone else's.
Yeah.
His vibrato is top notch. I probably need to incorporate some of that into my playing.
Okay.
How he does his vibrato.
Yeah.
I really like Vinnie Moore, but I mean, there's so many I like.
There's so many.
So I'm gonna go with Eddie. I'm gonna go with Randy. I'm gonna go with Steve Vai, and I'm gonna go with Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Woo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
Out of
because,
left field.
just because Stevie is a different genre,
Mm-hmm.
and he played 12 strings, and he was so deliberate in his attack.
Yeah.
He was so hard playing, and he didn't miss a note. He played it so hard, and he didn't miss a note.
All right.
His playing is yummy.
Yummy.
I don't know how else to say it.
That's how I feel about Vito when I watched all of his
And Vito,
live stuff.
yeah, Vito's
Vito's
great.
right up there.
Vito was like,
He's great.
I watched one, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, of them playing. It was a small club, and man, he didn't miss a lick. I mean,
Yeah.
he was right on, pow, 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 you know, doing them.
Well, you know, when I learned what song was it we did,
Tell me.
you don't have time to think because there's so much.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You
just
just got to keep on
you
going.
just got to keep going.
Yeah.
You keep going the whole time. There's no time to improvise. There's no empty spaces because everything was preordained.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every hole was filled
By Vito.
by Vito.
Yeah.
Every hole was filled. And when I learned that song, I learned every lick.
Yeah.
And I played it pretty decent, I think.
I do too. Yeah, we played it pretty good.
Yeah,
We
but
did
there,
that song justice. I know.
but there was no break to think.
To take a rest. To take a breather.
To take a rest. You couldn't take a rest
Yeah.
to even think that, hey, I could add something because it was already added.
Yeah.
You were thinking and trying to get what he did.
But like I said, as a good mention, Red Beach did great with Winger, man.
Oh, Red Breach, he's a beast.
Yeah.
Paul
Benny
Gilbert.
Benny Moore,
Paul
Yeah.
Gilbert.
Unbelievable.
another guy that's as deliberate as, and he doesn't get the accolades. He didn't have the sales and all that, but Gary Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary Moore played with that.
Joe
same-
Satriani.
Satriani was good too. Yeah, a lot of great guitarists out there. Those are the ones that just come to mind now. All right, we're gonna cut this short. We just wanted a quick Mick and Duane show on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Just for AJ to say hey.
Yeah. Hey, AJ.
Boom. Glad y'all got to see us. We're gonna sign out. You.
Yeah.
You. safe. Be careful.